Hello guys, it's me, Libluini. Well, it has been a long while since I did one of these things, but well, real life and shit and came in between me and making commentary for our More Money, More Problems 2 multiplayer let's play. Well, that's something, yeah. So anyway, as you can see, the beige flags with red borders are Gav, our neighbor and ally, and he's basically winning this game at this point. But at the time I made this recording, I didn't know this yet. That's something I only learned after the game was over. Spoilers, the game was over last year. And How Are You, the player of Gav, has recently ended his screenshot let's play of this entire thing, so I said to myself, wow, Libluini, you should get off your ass and finish your own part of the let's play. And so I'm here now. It's still summer of the year 8. I'm bad at math, but it's kind of turn 90 or something. I don't know. Don't have a calculator here available. But well, you know, the game takes about 1 month per turn, and a season is 3 turns. This means, yes, 12 turns are a year, and 8 years are 8 times 12, which is roughly 80, 90, 96, so we should be at turn 96 after 8 years are over. Now let's go back 5 months to land in the middle of summer. Roughly, this should mean we are in turn 91. Man, I'm interested to see how far I was off the mark when I'm done making this commentary and start cutting this shit together and see this white stuff in the north. That's a lot of vampires. And here you can see Flame Spirit geared up, together with one of my special demons also geared up. Essentially, their only reason to exist is to spit out some fire elementals to keep enemies away from them, and then let the battlefield spell Firestorm slowly burn everything to death. The nice thing about Firestorm is most undead are vulnerable against fire, so if Bogarus sends some vampires or stuff against it, well, quite frankly, that's the entire reason those two guys exist. The only reason is to burn vampires, and I'm interested to see if this dumb idea of mine works out. And here I'm renaming some of my reptile guys, yes, that was the English word. And they are also astral, which means I want to use them for astral channeling against, like, helping cast anti-magic and stuff. At this point in time, there's some trouble with really high ranked magic spells like Mass Enslave. Interesting thought point, I keep forgetting that some units are immune to Masters Enslave, and I keep forgetting if it's all undead and mindless, or if it's only mindless units. That's a difference, and I keep forgetting which is which. The only thing I know for sure, because I'm really interested in using, is the undead version of a Master Enslave only hits undead and only undead, which is kind of funny if you think about it. yeah, I had some interesting trap planned, but since my memory is hilariously bad, I don't know if it works as intended or not. Well, I guess that's not a surprise that we will see in the future. And yeah, Bulgaris has lots of cavalry in the west. My winged dudes are still massing in the middle, and my offensive in the south continues slowly. Ah yes, even with flying units there's trouble if you fight someone who is strong enough to have tons of mages of their own. At least our underwater presence is secured with the giant underwater army. Not that I'm planning to fight lots of stuff with them. To make you remember, my underwater units are mostly pale ones, and pale ones have one eye, which translates into game mechanics as easily blinded, plus they're really bad at hitting things. They have lots of HP, of course, and are hard to kill, but they're also not really brave. They can be easily made too rude, especially since moral mechanics don't only take into account dead units, it's also about hit points. So if a giant sack of hit points gets hit really hard, that can be enough to cause to the entire squadron to rout and all of them to run away. Which is the reason why pale ones are even worse than you would think. Because there are stupid situations where a couple good hits makes them all run away, even though not a single one of them is dead. Also, one of our neighbors has this stupid global spell up, which rains lightning down on the unbelievers. Speak all of the enemies over everywhere, and that's not nice. And yes, here we had suddenly a horror, a Defiler of Dreams showing up. Not really that hardy, he's just hard to hit, and he is incredibly dangerous for single strong units, but mass armies are something completely different, so after a couple good hits, he's dead. Completely wasted. And we also killed a monster boar. Monster boars are units which can be summoned with some nature gems, and if you have a couple good units, they're very easy to kill. If you don't kill them, however, they will slowly rise unrest until you can't recruit anymore. And since unrest also means less money, it's kind of aggravating in the early game. Right now, however, it's not that important anymore, since I'm mostly dealing with magic and shit. Of course, at this point in time I'm still kind of struggling to keep my undead machinery going. In retrospective, making a nation like Calum into an undead nation was kind of a gimmicky build. That's the thing with Dominions 4, you have tons of options, but not all of them are equal. Some very good nations can easily be used one way or another, but some like Calum are kind of in trouble. We don't have enough air for real good air strategy, we don't have enough depth for real good depth strategy, and not enough other kinds of magic to do anything. So a player taking late age Calum will always be kind of in between all of the good options. He can either suffer trying to keep air magic running, or he can suffer trying to keep death magic running. And to be fair, most mages have at least one path in death, so if you have to choose, it's better to come prepared for death magic and just hope to stay alive until you have enough gems and death mages to do something impressive. Which of course, in this multiplayer game, I had it at one time easy because myself and neighbors kept going AI, but on the other hand, I was also incredibly unlucky in finding enough gem sites for the death gems I need. And this turn is over. See you next time. Liploini signs out of this.